I'm John, an American who's been living in China for 18 years. Today, Yi and I are in Chongqing for some super authentic pork belly washed down with some tofu pudding. After lunch, we head to Chongqing's ShanCheng area to experience some mountain vibes as well as some elevated views of the scenery. Following our hike at ShanCheng, we end our afternoon with a walk on the Yangtze River promenade. So come with us for a day of fun in Chongqing. First meal of the day, Jiujiudouhuaguan. This name translates roughly to 99 Tofu Pudding House. They are located on the second floor of an apartment complex in Chongqing's Yuzhong district. We arrived around 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. Even though it was after the lunchtime rush, the place was still bustling. Often in these busy restaurants, you need to share tables with other diners. Luckily, we were able to get a table of our own. Dishes are pre-prepared in small bowls laid out on the counter where you place your order.
还没有点菜。原味。我想吃豆腐干、茄子、皮蛋。这个肉。要来一份吗？20号汤啊。口肉有吗？有，你看那个上面就是梅菜坑啊。这是肥肠是吧？肥肠来一个，粉蒸肉也来。你来一份嘛？这肥肠有了哈，下面3个也来一份嘛。好，可以。豆花要不要？要，豆花要。1份吗？2份？2份。汤呢？就是这个海带排骨汤。可以。这拉米饭哈。好的。
Dishes are taken to the back to be heated in giant bamboo steamers. You can see the soup being portioned out here. Looks like I should get out of the kitchen. You can see both tourists and locals seated around the restaurant. This guy is wearing a China Mobile jacket. I guess he's here on his lunch break.
Yeah. All right. 粉蒸肉，海带汤。这是拉米饭啊？不用米饭。不用米饭啊？不要。主食啊？不用主食。
Our server is confused that we have not ordered rice with our food. Of course, there is nothing like the satisfying feeling of taking a big bite of meat and rice together. But space in our stomach is limited and extremely precious.
好的。
这全部是你点的？
对。
Oh my gosh！
开始动画啊！我要先吃这个口肉。Oh yeah, that's still always the best. 粉蒸肉. This is the fatty pork mixed with the rice meal. This is basically a solid piece of fat. So this is a bigger piece. This is a rib. Delicious. Eggplant, classic, cold dish.
创业 difficult.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That is 豆花.
The 豆花 is 还可以。豆花 just need to have a 豆子味。It has a 豆子。
I'm gonna put some of this oil. Sauce is very salty, so I just put in way too much. This is their fei chang. Really melts on your mouth. Let's try some of these beans, these nice yellow beans. Almost like a minestrone soup in America. That century egg. Very umami flavor. This egg is completely translucent. Tofu strip. Pig ear maybe. Very nice scallion flavor in the pig ear. Authentic Chongqing food right here. Tofu gan. What's some food can? Oh. Look at this big tofu rice.
This feels like the Chinese equivalent of Spanish tapas. It's always fun when you get to try a lot of different dishes in one meal. Usually you only get to do this when you eat with a large group of people.
这家开了多少年？40年的老店啊，味道味道非常好。拜拜。
After finishing our meal, I wanted to check out another noodle place nearby.
You're gonna see this like 下午不卖，营业时间6点半到3点。
We didn't walk more than a few blocks before I was tempted by some fried doughy sweets.
这芝麻是吧？芝麻球。这个是甜的对吧？南瓜做的。这多少钱一份？6元一份。给我6元的啊。看起来非常好吃。
What is this? It's crazy, man.
sesame balls. Sesame balls. They need to be fresh out of the fryer, so it just says okay. 这是什么饼？
酱香饼。
姜香饼啊。这个饼好吃，跟瞄一口。
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Crunchy.
还有这个是一个千层饼。
Sorry.
哎，走了。哇。Hello， 你好，你们好。哇，各种。
Hello，你看，王宫要一饭。好嘞。
看起来太好吃啊！哇，这是什么？
这个是生煎包，可以吃。
好，拿5块钱的饭，就这个小小的，热的吗？
热的。
好，我们尝一尝，我尝一个。
尝一个吧，真的好吃。
尝一个。
哇，耶，那么这边也看得到吗？
热狗多少钱一个
3元。
3元，谢谢啊。I read about this noodle shop online and I wanted to check it out.
要来，我们本来在菜街家要来5个人。
This noodle shop, it does not even have a place to sit. Everybody's just sitting on the side of the street eating. Chaojili Bandang Mian is a famous noodle spot serving characteristic Chongqing noodles. Ganban Wanza Mian, or mixed noodles with peas and braised minced pork sauce, is the classic. 这是什么面？是碗仔面。炸酱面。炸酱面。方框搅拌。到了这个店还在排队，好不好吃？
没吃，
还没吃，还在办。问题刚刚已经吃饱了，我就是好奇怎么样，不能再吃啊。刚刚吃太多了。After that first meal, there is just no way I have room in my stomach for a huge bowl of noodles. Our next destination is ShanCheng, or Mountain City. This is an ancient village with many stone buildings dating back to the Ming and Qing dynasties. There are also some nice views of the Yangtze. Chongqing is an ancient city with more than 3,000 years of recorded history. Visitors can get a feel for how Chongqing life was hundreds of years ago. The locals residing on the mountain are still living simply, as you can see here. Upon walking down one alleyway, we noticed many drawings of Buddhas on the stone walls. After walking a few more steps, we found the artist in the act of creation. The old village now has many shops and food stalls. This storefront is baking flatbreads in a tandoor. These are deep-fried carrot cakes. This retiree with a cowbell is selling sugar candy. As we continued our exploration of ShanCheng, we came across a tea house. As the mountain city is an uphill climb, our legs were pretty tired, so we were happy for the chance to rest our legs and have a cup of tea. We chose 2 teas, a green tea, Jiujiudouhuaguan from Emei Mountain, and a herbal tea with a mixture of chrysanthemum, red dates, and goji berries. We also took in some of the traditional entertainment. As Southwest China is known for having a more laid-back lifestyle than China's eastern cities, the relaxed tea house culture is still alive and well. In China, tea houses used to be the centerpiece of the community. On the side of the tea house, they were even doing ear cleaning. Many people find the sensation of ear cleaning very comfortable. Overall, the ShanCheng was a nice peek into old Chongqing village life. After seeing the Yangtze River from the ShanCheng, we decided to walk over to the promenade to get a closer view of the water. To our surprise, a large section of the riverbed was exposed, giving us the chance to walk out onto what would normally be the middle of the Yangtze River. The Yangtze River is the world's 3rd largest river at over 6,000 kilometers long. 40% of China's freshwater resources and 70% of the country's rice production are tied to the Yangtze. Apparently, we were visiting during the end of the dry season, when the water level is at its lowest. Since we had already spent the first half of the day dealing with crowds of people, it was a comfortable feeling to walk on the rocks along the river. There were even some jeeps enjoying some off-roading on the riverbed. It felt surreal to be walking in the middle of such an important river in such an important city with almost no one else around.
After walking on the riverbed, we walked along the boardwalk before heading out to a big night market for dinner. The night market was so huge that that's going to be a video of its own. This is just the second day of our 5-day Chongqing adventure. Stay tuned for more.